Hello everyone, it's been about a week since my last post. Since that time we had one issue. If you remember, we have this reservoir up here, and the tube which went from this reservoir to the tank was a very small aquarium tubing type tube, and the issue that we had with that was basically that it got clogged up from debris inside of the reservoir. So basically little bits of plant matter made it into the reservoir tank at the bottom, and then they got pumped up to the top and they clogged up this small tube. So what happened was the tank overflowed. This particular overflow thing that I had built into it, I had temporarily taken out, and of course Murphy's Law being as it is, that was the time that the tank overflowed. So the water squirted out of here and down onto the table. Well, this happened overnight, and so I didn't notice it until the next day. So two steps I took to prevent this from happening in the future. Number one is I added back on the overflow tube. I actually added two tubes here, but they're split from the same hole. I'll probably create a separate hole in the future so that I have two tubes, like a regular and a backup. And then as you can see down here, I enlarged this hole and added a different type of connector. So it's the same type of connector I have on the bottom unit. If you take a look here, you can see this. This is actually the same unit. I've just cut off the valve and added a L connector to it, but it's actually the same. You can see the silicone sealer on the outside. This is the same, so it's pretty much guaranteed not to leak on there extremely tight. I left the valve on this one so that I could turn it off if need be, and I attached it to this black silicone tubing. So as you can see, this tubing is much larger than the previous tube that I had used, and this tubing goes across and into the top tank. I did have to increase the size of that hole, but